Greetings fellow engineers and welcome here on Tartaross Inc. So this is episode 3 of my how to make a custom skin tutorial or guide, whatever you want to call it. And today I want to show you what you can do with the NS layer, which is, I'm not sure because like I said I'm a noob. I think it's the normals and the specular map. So that's where we left last time. I added this texture just to show you guys around how this works, and what I want to show today is what to do with this. So this NS stuff pretty much consists of two parts, which is the normal map, which you can see here, and the alpha layer. So I'm gonna cover the alpha layer first because it's a little bit easier. So imagine the brighter the color on this layer is, the more it shines or reflects in game. So if you have something that is really dark, it just doesn't reflect or shine at all. And if you have, for example, like here, a completely bright plane, this one acts pretty much like a mirror. So it reflects everything of its surroundings. You know, like you see on the visor of your astronaut. What I tried one time was, well, I didn't want to have reflection at all and turned it all black, but just don't do it. Don't turn everything black because if you do, maybe the texture conversion later screws up a little bit. So try to keep it dark, but not black. Okay, so that's the one part. The second part is this layer. Well, what this does is, as you can probably see or imagine, this adds a certain depth to your depth, you know what I mean, depth to your texture. So it isn't just plain, but even though the model isn't 3D in that specific place, you have the feel that it's 3D. But I think I might show you what I mean exactly. So I prepared something, this texture, and this is the normal for this texture. So what we're going to do is the following. We're going to copy that just for demonstration purposes and put it right on top of our DE layer. Okay, so, and then we are going to save it. First, be sure that the DE alpha is on top and save it as 3ds, DDS, sorry, tochar_de. So save, yes, save, wait for it, and when this is saved, I will see you in game. And we are in game again, and as you see, we have the texture applied, but it doesn't really look right. It just looks, well, it looks more like Beetlejuice. Am I right? It's just, it doesn't really have the look that we thought it would have when looking at the texture itself. So what can we do to make this texture really shine and look like, well, like we expected? First off, of course, we're gonna save. And I will see you, or not. Okay, so this is the texture we made, and in the game it looks just meh, you know. So what we want to do today is, or what we want to do now is, we have this setup. It's just to show you what I mean, for you to get the point. So we're going to copy that and put it on top of the original NS layer, so it looks like this. And then what we want to do is copy this layer and put it on the NS alpha, so it looks like this. So gonna delete those because I messed up a little bit. Yes, Goodbye. Okay. So delete that. Now we have this as our DE texture, and this is our normal spec combined with the NS alpha. So what we're going to do is save this stuff as tochar_ns. Yes, the alpha layer is correct. Save. And again, I will see you again in game. So we're back in game, and you might see that this looks a little bit different now. And this effect is really good to see if I move the character. So this whole pattern looks like, well, slightly 3D, like it is a part of the model itself, but it's not. But you have this certain feel of depth to it. No, it's just, it looks better than before, in my opinion. And because we also altered the NS alpha, we have the bright parts shine and the dark parts not shine. So basically that's what the NS layers do. Okay, so I'm gonna save this and exit. Okay. Keep in mind that this is just a very, very rough example for you to maybe understand what I'm talking about. So we can delete this again because we don't need this anymore. Yeah, delete this one as well. So, okay. Copy this and put it in here. Oh, you know what? We're going to do it differently. We're going to just reverse to the original. Be right back. Okay, I reverted back to the originals, or the original textures we had, and now I want to show you how you can do this to your own textures. At least in a very rough and simple way, but the effect is worth it. So let's see, we want to have the leather texture on our helmet, even though it's pretty stupid, but okay, let's just do it. What you want to do with that, you want to actually have the texturing in your normal map, and of course you want the original normals provided by the vanilla textures to be gone. So what you want to do is copy the layer 2 times. On the first copy, go to Filter and NVIDIA Tools. This, you only have those if you have installed the NVIDIA tools for Adobe Photoshop, but that I showed you in the first episode. So go ahead and look that up and click Normal Map Filter. So then this window opens, and what you want to do for the first is alpha channel, scale, I don't know, we don't want it to be too dramatic. Let's put it like 10, leave the rest like this, press OK. So now you have this color scheme on this layer. For the second one, you want to do the same thing. Normal map filter again, but use average RGB. Scale 10 should be okay. Let's do 15, so it's a little bit more deep. Leave everything like this. Press OK. And now go to the first layer you did the normal map stuff on. Select it. Select is the correct word. Sorry, it's a little bit. I'm a little bit tired today. So select this, reverse the selection, and mark the second one and delete it. So in the end, it looks like this. So now you take both of them and put it there. You see, now you have your own normal map on top of the original one. Okay, you don't have to alter this yet. You can do if you want to, but it's for showing purposes. We don't have to. Only if you want to get rid of those glowing effects or whatnot. But just to check if the textures work like you want to, that's okay. So normal spec as usual has to be on top. This one has to be active, the NS group, and save as DDS tochar_ns save. This is now saved. And because I'm unsure if we did this before, save the DE layer as well. And after I've done this, I will see you in game and we will have a look at how this looks. And again, we are back in game and let me show you what I mean. So we have the texture, looks pretty, well, looks alright. So, and what we did with the NS layer is the following. Take a closer look. When I turn the character, you see that the pattern of the textures actually has a slight 3D look to it. Do you see it in the reflection? It's just a minor detail, but in my opinion, this gives your skin and your texturing work a lot of quality. So yeah, basically that's what the NS layer does. Okay, I'm gonna save this again, and then I want to show you how, for example, this one looks on one of my skins, just so you know what how I do it. So this is again the Tartaross ink suit V2. I showed this one to you yesterday, and well, this is, for example, how my layer looks like, you know. Gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see it. And for example, this is the metal parts on the trousers. You see, this is how the texture looks like, and this is how the normal map and the normal map looks like. Okay, same for example for the boots. See, so I have this slight 3D effect to it, and in some cases I do this to get rid of the original normal spec or the original normal map. Sorry if I mess up this stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. Another example is here. See, normal map, texture. Okay, and of course I also made changes to the alpha layer of the normal map, which in my case looks like this. See, for example, this stuff right here. Is this metal texture in the, well, in the texture file. No? So I changed it to that, so the metal has reflective parts and non-reflective parts. So you can mess around with this a lot and drastically improve the quality of your skin. If you want to, you don't have to, but I think this makes skins really look awesome. So another example, this stuff is white, and so the black pattern right here will be reflective in game. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I can tell you about the normals and the specular maps from what I know. And therefore I want to end this episode right now, and in the next one I will show you how to do emissives. I mean the glowing stuff on your skin, and I think how to do the texture conversion and how to upload your skin to the workshop once it's done. Alright, so I hope to see you all again next time in the hopefully final episode of this guide, and keep on engineering and cheers, of course. Bye.